Hello and welcome back to the Neceros Nation public server. As always, Rock here. And, so, as you may notice by our inventory, with the exception of these ender pearls, that it's a little barren and void of some very important items that we had, such as enchanted picks, enchanted shovels, and I'll explain a little bit of what happened. So, last time I saw you guys, we had a efficiency 5 pick. We had an efficiency 4 fortune 3 pickaxe and a fortune 3 efficiency 5. No, it was efficiency 4 pick and then efficiency 5 and fortune 3 shovel. So I ended up burning through the efficiency pickaxe and the shovel, doing some projects, and went ahead and re-enchanted a new shovel, and it was actually a really good shovel. I got efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3. The only thing that could have been better is if the fortune was silk touch, but in general it was a really good pick and did its job. Now the problem lies in that I went to the Nether, and I may or may not have accidentally fallen into lava via ender pearls. Now, yes, I agree, I'm a noob, but we're gonna move on from that, and we're gonna not worry about making fun of me for that. But I came back to the Enderman farm, and I decided to enchant a pick and a shovel in hopes of getting some good working tools again. And because as awesome as just diamond picks are, they don't compare to enchanted diamond picks. So I'm gonna do a couple enchants for the beginning of this episode, and then I will go through and show you guys what I've been up to, and then we'll move on to something else, and we'll work on something for today. But for the first enchant, we will be doing our level 50 pick and getting Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 4. That's a really, really good pick. And I brought 2 diamond picks just in case we needed to in case we didn't get anything good, but this is going to be really good for us. We got unbreaking that we want, we got efficiency that we want, and the fortune's going to come in handy for when we go strip mining. It's unfortunate that the fortune's on there with them, but I think with unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4, well, efficiency won't matter with the durability, but for unbreaking 3 means this is going to last for quite a while, so this will be our good working pick. I'm going to go farm a little bit more, and I'll be back with you in a minute to enchant a shovel. I'm probably going to do a level 47 shovel enchant, as that gives us the highest probability of getting efficiency 4 unbreaking 3. So I will be back in a moment to enchant a level 47 shovel. Be right back. Alright, so we have our level 47, and we are going to enchant a diamond shovel. We are hoping for unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4, but if we get silk touch, that would also be pretty awesome. I've been looking for silk touch for a while now, in hopes that I can harvest more grass blocks, so that way we can use in places such as the Nether and such, and we don't have to rely on other people in order to get them. So 47. Efficiency 5 unbreaking 3. Ooh, even better than I anticipated. That one's probably a fairly rare enchant to get, but that is going to be our working shovel. So overall, we got some pretty good enchants. I am going to head back over to the base, and I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we made it back to our base from the end. The first thing I'd like to point out is that we updated our texture pack. The Neceros Nation 32-bit 32 by 32 texture pack was recently updated, and it changed a lot of things, including our armor and tools, and as you can see, these gold chests over here, ender pearls, etc., etc. It changed quite a bit of the texture packs, the sugarcane, water, but that's the first thing I want to point out, is that our texture pack is updated. So if things look a little different than they did in the previous episodes, it's because the texture for them, it has been updated. After that, the next thing I would like to point out is that, or like I mentioned before, we made it to the end, and so we were able to get some blaze rods. We made ourselves a potion stand, and we got a mini little brewing area here. Now, I'm going to have to remember for next time we go to the Nether to do exploring, we're going to have to make some fire resist potions, because the only real reason why we're probably going to die in the Nether is from lava, and with fire resist potions we don't have to worry about it. But while I was there, I did manage to get quite a bit of glowstone. I got a bit of netherrack, and I got some more netherrack, or not netherrack, nether brick, and we have that set up in our little nether hub area, which I'm gonna go over to now. I did a bit of digging down here, as you could see, and filling out the walls. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I might just set up a staircase downwards like I did over up there. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have a floor like this to like cut the floor off like right about here, about the same size as up there, or just kind of leave this as a big giant area. Initially I was thinking of using this area as a crop area, and so I'd make several floors down in the, I guess this would be the basement area of our tower, and which would be specifically for crops, as we can easily place water down in this area without having to worry about the claim protection. But this is our nether portal that we have set up at the moment. If we need to, we'll move this up and down on this axis right here. That way we don't have to worry too much. One thing I'd like to point out is that you're probably going to see quite a bit of lag from time to time in the nether here. I'm not quite sure exactly why, but the nether, at least on the server, and it's probably just on servers in general, it's fairly laggy. And I think that's one reason why we died, but it's not going to be the only reason why we died. So I set up a little room here that we have a claim on this area. That way no one can damage it in any way. But we have ourselves a little Nether Wart farm. When I first came into the Nether through that portal in our base, it led us to a portal in another fortress. And while exploring through there was a lot of areas that were claimed by people, but we did manage to find one Nether Wart little farm that wasn't claimed, and so we harvested that and got a bunch of Nether Warts. But I'm in general not a douchebag, so after harvesting it, I did replant the Nether Warts in the farm that we found that wasn't claimed, so that whoever's farm it was can still have a farm, and if it was just a public farm in general, other people can harvest from it, and hopefully they'll do the same as I did. And those blaze rods that we did find, we had found a spawner, and we did kill a few blazes. We got about, I think, 5 blaze rods in general for the area. But we'll have to go back there at some point, or find a new blaze farm area. But this is our little hub. It's quite a bit inspired by the Minecraft Nether Hub area, with the nether brick and the stones, sandstone slabs, as well as the glowstone ceiling. But it's not set up in the exact same way, obviously, just because it would take a lot of work to set it up. But we got kind of all the things we need here. We got extra nether rack and nether brick in case we need it. We have our flint steel, our soul sand, and our nether warts. Shovel and string for if we want to claim more area. Ideally, I'd like to make this area a bit bigger, and I'd like to use it to branch to other areas in the world that we set up little bases at. We are, as you can see from the bedrock, near the ceiling, so I think in general we should be able to easily travel from area to area without having to worry too much about other people's things, because I think most people are going to build down on the groundish area, and I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about running into other people's places. We will at some point, I'll probably do it on camera, but I don't know if it's going to be this episode. Probably in another, maybe next episode or the episode after, we'll go glowstone hunting and gathering more glowstone, as in general glowstone usually becomes a rare commodity, especially on servers that have limited boundaries on them, which, if I remember correctly, the server has a boundary set on it, so we'll want to get out there as quickly as we can and farm it before kind of all the glowstone runs out. But really at the moment, this is probably, I think, maybe one or two more people. In general, the server's been fairly dead lately, which is kind of unfortunate, but it does mean that we kind of have free reign on the nether and the overworld and mining and stuff, so we don't have to worry too much about competition for stuff. And oh, here comes the odds again. Jesus Christ. We don't have to worry too much about waiting in line to do different like farms and stuff, such as the Enderman farm. Luckily, every time we've wanted to go there, hasn't been anyone there, which is pretty awesome. But I can imagine a lot of people don't want to just sit around and wait for Enderman and farm the XP like we've been doing, which it is quite time consuming, but I think overall these kind of enchanted items make up for the time we spent. And also, as a side note, or a pro tip rather, if you are exploring the Nether, Ender pearls are your friend. Oh, god damn it! Ugh. Ender pearls are your friend. The reason I fucked up was partially due to ender pearls, but mostly my fault. So, in general, if you are going to explore the Nether, if you have ender pearls at your disposal, I would highly recommend using them, just because it makes traveling around through the Nether a lot easier. So let's head back over to our base and see what we want to do for today. Let me head back up here. Oh, alright. I think for today, we're probably going to want to set up some more food farms. Just because in general, we haven't, even though we have these little farms here, it's not really giving us a whole lot of food. So if we come over here and we look in our food chest, it's fairly empty. I know I've made some higher quality food, but in general, in general, our food chest is still fairly empty. So I think our plan for today is that we want to set up a food farm or multiple food farms down here. We might branch this off into layers, so we might, I guess, based off of how tall that level is, we might split this level and make a floor, and then dig it down a little bit more and make another floor, and set up farms that way. Because in general, the more farms we have, the higher chance we have of having a lot of food. Because right now I'm kind of using just fruit juices, which when I consume this fruit juice, it's going to give me a bottle back, and a blueberry or a berry in general with a bottle and your crafting table will give you a fruit juice. And even though it does restore probably about 2.5 to 3 3 hunger, it's still fairly tedious to have to recraft it every time. Just because, oh, god damn, just because I don't want to have like 14 bottles in our inventory, all consuming up space. So I'm going to head up, do some measurements, and probably restructure our floor here, maybe set up a outer perimeter, and then we'll construct stuff from there. So I will be back in a minute. Alright, so we set up our floors down there, which we'll see in a second. I got some buckets of water, which we'll be using to hydrate our soil. I got our stone hoe, and now it's the time of deciding what vegetation do we want in our farm. Ideally, we're going to have a ton of farms that are going to have a wide variety of vegetation, but for now we're going to have to pick a select few. Now, the way I want to set it up is in plots of 16, hopefully. They'll probably be scattered plots because the area where we are setting it up in is circular, but hopefully that should be fine. So let's take a look at our vegetation. I think, actually, let's do this. We will go down and we will grab our vegetation over here first. And we're going to use this. This is going to be at least some of the vegetation that's in our little farms down in our basement. So it looks like we got a little bit of extra other than what it's set down there. Oh wow. I think this is the first time I've seen, no, second time I've seen a crop from this patch row. No, I think this is the first time. Hold on. Candleberry. Actually, it's the first time I've seen a crop from the candleberry area grow. So it apparently takes quite a while for that to grow. So let's get back over here. Let's look at our crops. We have, put the buckets back. We have strawberries. We have candleberry. We have blackberry. We have grape. And I think the easiest thing to do for this is just to turn all of these to the seed form, with the exception of a couple of these blackberries, because we're only doing 16 plots, so these 5 blackberries don't need to be converted over, and we can deposit them in our food chest. Which is that candleberry? Yeah, remember we had a couple candleberry that grew, but in general they didn't. Sure can. Okay, so we have, let's try to move these over here. We have candleberry, we have blackberry, we have grapes, we have strawberry, we have blueberry. We also have, what else do we want to attempt to grow? Okay, we got more candleberry. We have more, strawberry. Some more grapes. It's kind of hard to see what we want. Strawberry. Coffee might be good to get, and additionally rice. So we'll try to start off with this right here, these 7 crops, and we'll see how they lay out at the floor down there. I didn't try to set up a pattern for how I wanted all of this to be laid out. I figured we'd kind of wing it and see how things go from there. So we're probably going to have to adjust the floor down bottom. We might have to dig it one more deeper and have the crop floors too deep. That way water can sit in the floor and hydrate this area right here. So let's start going through and trying to crop up 16 areas. We'll want to move this torch up, which right there should be good. And let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, no, 15, 16. And so right here, I think is where we'll want to set a, we're going to just do this for now. At least until we correct it. And we'll throw a bucket of water in there. And that should give us the 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so there's 16 right there. Which means we could mirror this and get 16 again. So let's try to mirror this. Mirror. And let's see. There. And there. There's another 16 right there. We'll set up another. It's odd that that water's not moving. I wonder if that's a just a server lag kind of thing, or it could be a grief prevention thing. We'll stick that there for now. Okay, so we got blackberries. Let's plant these first. And we'll want to get some lily pads. That way we can place them on top of these water sources and it'll make things a bit easier. Now I swear I had 16 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we have an extra plot here somewhere, right here. Here we go. And these are, oh god, what were those? Blackberries? Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah. Blackberries. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, next we're gonna go with the blueberries. So, alright, blueberries will go right here. Okay. Now, I forgot to we'll have to get a flint and steel. I had moved our portal up because it was partway between the two floors. But we'll move that up when we get a chance. Or we'll relight that when we get a chance. Or in general, when we just need to go back there. So I think I'm going to copy this pattern and place it over here as well. So we got this torch goes up here. And we got all those and those. So we have this and this. And then this. And this spot right here is a water source. Okay. I like where this is going. I like it. So we will go down right here. Oh, this one actually flowed up. Just gonna make things a bitch. Come on. Get up. Alright. Son of a bitch. So now we should be able to mirror this. Yeah, it fits, actually fits fairly well like that. So with that, we have strawberries. Now we don't have 16 of that, but we will leave the space for when we do have 16 of it. And we don't have the same with these grapes, which we used them all. Okay, we're gonna keep the space for them, even though we don't have them now. We will have them sooner or later. I think I might move this gap. We'll put it over here. Yeah, that'll do. We'll also set up another area similar to what we had over here. And I think my stone hoe is gonna break. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I think we're gonna want to move this hole. I don't think we'll move it this episode. We'll move it in the between the episodes. But let's. You know what? We're gonna. Should never spend your diamonds on a hoe, but we will do it anyways. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to reposition this the exit and probably put it over towards that portal again. Just so that we don't have to worry about trampling our crops. And I think while we're right here, might as well set up this second area. There we go. Okay. Oh. Accidentally put them in the same spot. Herb There we go. So we got that. And that. Do this. And this. Perfect, perfect. So it's all very very nice and symmetrical. Alright, so first we'll do these kettleberries. And I hear a spider dancing around up top, I think. We will do coffee, yeah. And then we will try, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shit. I don't know. I don't know how we want to set up this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. I think for now we'll probably stick with this for this episode. I might set up some more off camera, but I think with this it should serve its purpose for what we want. And I think this should do the trick for at least for the meantime. I definitely want a lot more crops, and we'll probably, I think off camera we'll set up some more patterns up here, and we also need to do some patterns down there. I like this pattern right here. It's very symmetrical, and we can kind of repeat it around the edges, and it kind of fits into this nice little, god damn it, stay broken, fits into this nice little area. And we might set up something in the middle just for aesthetic purposes, but in general I think I like this. I like how this is set up. I'm going to cut the camera for a minute, and I will be back in a second, and I might bid you guys farewell. We'll see we'll see how long the video is going so far, and if there's anything else I can think of for tonight, I will be back in a minute. Alright, so I checked the times, and I think this is a good enough ending point for the episode. I'm just going to do a couple minor things before I end the episode, but in general, I think this is a good point to end it for tonight. So we need a flint, and we will make ourselves a flint steel, which I think we might have had one in one of our chests, but also, I did just a couple, like a little bit ago, I moved this exit down right here, right in front of the portal. And we'll light our portal. And I think what we want to do is, where's our shovel? I think, oh, god damn it. I tell you, this shovel's way too good. So we're gonna leave that space right there. This is, I think, in this little, just break it by hand, and that little nub right there would be a good place to put a glowstone, just to give some lighting for our crops. And where is it? I think I need to replant one. Maybe. Oh, right there. We need our hoe again. There we go. So I think that is going to end it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, as always. And I will catch you guys next time.